You're welcome back. Before I stop for break, I said when I come back, I'll talk about why people pray and not getting results and the kind of prayer. I'll give you some type of prayer people pray. In fact, it's a common prayer that people always pray. What they admire for. They admire for what they want, that they capture prayer points around and disturb heaven. They only disturbing heaven. Heaven does not hear what they are saying. There's one thing to cry, there's another thing for God to hear your cry. So it is when God heard your cry, it is then it will lead to results for you. Let me tell you the type of prayer that people pray wrongly outside covenant. Then I will tell you the covenant that should be attached to it before they can get results. Number one, do you know people pray for victory without the understanding of it? And I'll give you the Bible reference for that. I mean, it is very wrong. It's good. You can pray for victory. I am not objecting praying for victory. You can pray for victory, but I'm telling you there are some things you need to know. If you know what you need to know, you just pray little prayer or no prayer and you will enjoy victory. I am telling you. You pray little prayer or no prayer, not even pray at all, and you enjoy victory. In Exodus chapter 23, verse 22, I will tell you what you need to know about praying for victory. Exodus chapter 23, I read verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thy enemies, and an adversary unto thy adversary. Take note of this. If thou shalt indeed obey his voice, that means there are things you need to know, which I will begin to break down for you in other coming episode. 1, 2, 3 things you need to know that work in covenant. So when you know all those things and do according to how God describe or prescribe what to do there, then it says, I will give you victory. He says, then I will be an enemy unto thy enemies. If God become an enemy to your enemies, that is victory without fighting. He said, I, God, will be an enemy unto thy enemies and an adversary to thy adversaries. That means God was speaking here that there are things you need to know in covenant. If you know them and doing them, God himself will take your battle to himself and fight the battle. Can you see that? This is to tell you that since you have been praying against your enemy, how many of them have died? You go to mountain saying, oh Lord, all my enemy, kill them by fire and thunder. Then ask yourself, how many of them have you killed with your prayer? Then there are many things that we need to know as a Christian that prayer cannot do. I am telling you, you need to know that prayer cannot do. But you need to go and seek the manual in your hands and follow his commandment. That is what is the manual? The Bible. Go to the Bible and study very well. Bible will tell you what you need to know and do. Then when you do them, automatically your enemies are in problem. Some prophets do ask people to link their shoes. Now tell me, is it your enemy that is sorry for that? What I know is that you should follow his commandment and leave the rest unto him. So when you follow his commandment, then you will leave the rest for him and he will take care of the rest. Let me give you another one. Praying for prosperity. Praying for prosperity. This is another thing that people look for up and down, huh? That makes you go to one mountain to the other, that has make you spending your money on irrelevant thing or irrelevant people. The prayer that you pray for prosperity is not necessary. You just know what you need to know and you get results. Okay, let's see Genesis chapter 8, verse 22. Genesis chapter 8, verse 22. I read. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest time, cold, heat, summer, winter, day, night shall not cease. While the earth remaineth, as long as this world remain, when you sow seed, then harvest will come. That's the meaning. That's the meaning. If you want prosperity, sow seed. So when you sow seed, then harvest will come. God has opened heaven upon everybody in terms of raining, and it rains on every humanity. So either you are a believer or you are an unbeliever, you are white, you are black, plant your seed, then after 3 months or after a year, then you have the harvest. So some people are not ready to go for the seed or for the sowing, then they are praying for the harvest, staying on the mountain, quoting the Bible for harvest, which God will never hear. People want to be prospered like Solomon, but I pray that you will make heaven and you will see Solomon and ask how he did make his prosperity. When you make heaven, if you eventually make heaven, go and ask Solomon. Solomon will tell you, according to First Kings, you go and read it there. 1 Kings chapter 3. Particularly when you read verse 3, you see down there, you see what Solomon has done that makes Solomon to be prospered. Let me move forward. Pray for mercy. Of all I will mention, mercy, praying for mercy is one of those prayer points which I disagree with people. When people define mercy as unmerited favor, it is true. Mercy is unmerited favor. The one unmerited means what you don't labor for. But at the same time, it is not absolutely true. There are still something you need to do before you can get mercy. Before I tell you more about mercy, let me quickly have a break.